Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shaya. My channel is all about illuminating the spiritual path forward and bringing you uplifting messages of love and light. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to those of you who are new. If you enjoyed this content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. For those of you who are returning, I simply want to say thank you to all of you for all of your support. I appreciate every single one of you. So this is going to be one of my daily messages from Spirit here. Today I'm going to be using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards to open up the reading, and then I'll be using the Light Seer Tarot for some further information regarding this meeting. That's interesting, I said meeting. There may be some sort of meeting, business meeting for some of you out there, or perhaps some of you are going on a date or something, but let's see here what Spirit has for us today. Alrighty. So I recently dropped a few cards here. So I recently decided to do a little more of this frontal face action here. So if you guys do prefer this method, simply let me know. If not, I can always go back to filming just the layout of the cards. I'll be showing you the cards instead of having them laid out on a table. I know some people prefer to see, a human face, so here we are. Anyhow, let's get started with the reading. So this Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Let's see what message Spirit has for you today. Did have a little bit of a Freudian slip earlier regarding the meeting. So as I said, there may be a meeting between people coming up. Here we are. So bottom of the deck, wow, we have the Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. So that's fantastic. So that's kind of like a Wheel of Fortune energy there for me. So we have three cards here. We have Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. We have Cat Spirit. Claim your independence. And finally, we have Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. So interestingly enough here, we have 2-4 cards. So this could be regarding your stability. This could be regarding the home, your finances, just basically your home life, your stability. So there's an interesting message here. I think this is regarding the mindset regarding abundance, right? Because Koi Fish Spirit is saying there is always enough. And Badger Spirit is saying be fearless and bold. We have the Claim Your Independence from the Cat Spirit. I just got chills. So there's this sense of a need of empowerment coming from this reading that is needing to be reclaimed. There's a need for you to reclaim your strength. Some of you have forgotten the power that you hold within. And so this is likely causing a blockage for some of you, a blockage for abundance, because there's this lack of understanding just how powerful you are and just how much you're capable of doing in this life. And some of you may have had several failures in the past where you've attempted things, whether this be in relationship or in jobs, career settings, businesses. Some of you may have been entrepreneurs at some point who have failed businesses. It's quite an interesting message that I'm getting here. So there's a sense of you needing to reclaim that, claiming your independence. Some of you may have codependent behaviors, or you may be in a relationship with somebody. This doesn't need to be romantic. It could be a family member where this person has a little bit more control over you in terms of power. I'm getting kind of like that Six of Pentacles reversed feeling of likely maybe some of you may give too much to others. And so there's a need for you to stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself. So that's quite interesting. Some of you are also just simply being asked to be able to give without expectation. That isn't to say healthy relationships. There is always an equal give and take, right? But it's not always 50-50. Sometimes it's 60-40, 80-20. But at the end of the day, this person that you're dealing with should be able to give you that which you need, right? There should never be a constant imbalance. So I'm using the Light Seer Tarot here. I'm going to be using a Celtic Cross here to see what Spirit has for you today. Alrighty, Spirit. What do we have here for our lovely viewers? Do keep in mind these are general readings, so the message may or may not resonate for you at this time. This could simply be a future events. Look at that. Was I not just talking about the Six of Pentacles? So that's the current situation here. Six of Pentacles, an equal give and take. That's likely what you need at this time. For the obstacle or the opportunity, we have the Hanged Man, Piscean energy here. So there could be a blockage. Some of you may be impatient or experiencing some sort of stagnation. This stagnation could be a result of you not standing up for yourself and taking action. Some of you may be stuck looking at things from different perspectives, trying to analyze every single, thing that could possibly go, I'm getting wrong, interestingly enough. Not right, but what's going wrong. So let's see what the recent past is. So in the recent past here, we have the Chariot. So forward movement. Some of you could have traveled to see somebody in your car, but somebody could have traveled towards you to see you. But this is about forward movement, about overcoming obstacles, about being fearless and bold. So some of you may have already gone through that sense of being fearless and bold and moving forward. And so now you're starting to come into a place where there is equal give and take because you're sure of yourself. You know what you want. You know what you're going to get. Let's see what we have for the not the underlying energy, excuse me, but that which is unseen. Wow, we have the Judgment card here. So it looks like there's going to be some sort of reckoning, a sort of epiphany moment for you that you're not seeing yet as a result of this. This could be in regards to abundance, into a sense of a new way of understanding how the world operates, a more 5D experience of this physical reality, because this is not real, and time in itself isn't really real either. As a matter of fact, I'm filming this right now in my own time, but you're watching it in your own leisure time, right? At a different time. So it goes to show you how time is really relative. It doesn't quite exist. And in that same way, that's kind of what energy manipulation is like. When you co-create with spirit, it comes from the ethereal. It starts as an idea, a spark, a desire, and then an emotion, right? There's an emotion there. And then you take action. And so you're co-creating with spirit here, and spirit is asking you to continue being bold, continue being firm in your faith and believing in yourself. Beautiful. So how are you currently moving forward in this situation? Whatever this message is for. We got more movement here with Six of Swords, moving on from situations, trying to move forward. Some of you could actually have traveled to do something. This could have been a new job, a home that you may have moved to. This could have been even overseas for some of you. But with the Six of Swords here, this is about leaving the past behind and moving forward in your life, leaving the tumultuous waters of difficult times behind, as metaphorically speaking, of course. This is you moving forward with your life. We have 2 sixes here. So this is about relationships as well. People, dealings with people. So let's see here what's coming up in the near future for our wonderful viewer here. I'm getting a deep sense of peace right now, interestingly enough. 8 of Cups, even more forward movement, walking away from the things that no longer serve you. This could have been a connection, as I was saying before. This could be a relationship with someone. This could be, like I said, a friend, a family member. Interestingly enough, I heard coworker, and this could also be a romantic partner for some of you. For some of you, this could have been a job. I'll get a little more clarity around that Eight of Cups a little bit later, but this is about you finding your happiness, going within and finding your happiness. Just dropped a few cards here. So let's go ahead and see a message from the universe directly to you. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. So this is exactly what I was talking about with the Oracle cards, about remember with Koi Fish Spirit here, there is always enough. This is about your mentality around scarcity. You have a scarcity mindset right now that you're required to look at. In order for you to co-create with Spirit, you need to believe in Spirit, and you need to understand that the universe is infinite. And so, by default, the universe is also infinitely abundant. There is no lack. There never has been or ever will be. It's all a matter of mindset and what we have. Interestingly enough, abundance doesn't always come in the form that we expect it to. For example, there are some people who live a life of poverty, but they tend to be the happiest people on the face of the planet because they recognize what's important. And that isn't to say that you're incapable of creating abundance, but when you come from the right heart space, then abundance is always yours for you to tap into. There is no lack. There never has been and never will be. Mother Earth, she always provides to us unconditionally. She loves us and she gives without ever asking anything in turn. And that is the love of God or the love of Spirit, however you prefer to refer to your higher power. And Spirit is just asking you right now. See, interestingly enough, if you look at this is a door, right? She's looking pretty sad and depressed here, but there's a keyhole here and a key. This key, you can easily stand up from the mentality, because what's keeping her here, that sadness, there is nothing binding her. She's choosing to feel this way. And so she could easily get up, grab the key, and open up that door. And that door, she knows not where it leads. But for me, I mean, with the pentacles here, this could easily be the doorway to abundance. All right, what is the viewer's current weakness? Basically something to keep an eye out for. Queen of Pentacles. So right now it looks like there may be a need for more self-care. There may be a need for you to look at your home life. What are you indulging in? I'm getting a really interesting message here about what you're spending your money on. Or that isn't to say that there's anything wrong with splurging on occasion, but are the things that you're purchasing for yourself serving you? Are they really making you happy, or is it just the momentary bliss that comes from the rush of having something new? And so the Queen of Pentacles isn't afraid to spend money to live a lavish lifestyle, so to speak, because she wants to feel comforted. I mean, this Queen here, you could see the expression on her face. She's very, very self-assured, very happy, very content. She feels very fulfilled, very full. Right? And so this is about asking yourself, what is it that fulfills me? Am I spending too much on things that aren't really necessary, like material things that don't necessarily serve us? For example, I don't know why I got this, but let's say you have a toaster oven, but you decide to buy a brand new model of a new toaster oven. I don't know why that's that was a pretty interesting relation there that I made. But anyway, you get the idea here, where there's this idea of purchasing something just because it's new or just because it's better, right? So it's about looking at what it is that you're investing your money into, as opposed to saying investing your money into something that you care about, something that you would actually appreciate a bit more. This could also simply be about self-care and taking care of yourself. Like do like a self-care Sunday kind of thing, where you do everything around your Sunday revolves around you and making yourself feel good. Taking a bath, using some essential oil, some Epsom salt, maybe even indulging in a glass of wine. Treat yourself. So let's see what the hopes and fears are here. Then I'll clarify that Eight of Cups because I'm a little bit curious, and then I'll get some advice regarding the Hanged Man. Hopes and fears, Page of Cups. Some of you could be hoping for a love offer to come in. Some of you could be hoping for an apology from someone, likely this person that you may be walking away from. However, I'm also seeing this of you being very dreamy about your approach in life in terms of love. As you can see in this particular card, you see here, we have a little pig flying in the distance here. This is the possibilities that come with this very dreamy, very, very innocent way of looking at love. So some of you are hoping for this, and of course, our hopes and fears tend to be riding a very fine line. So you could also be afraid of opening up to this possibility of a very expansive love. So we have the signs of Pisces and Cancer on the table here with the Hanged Man and the Chariot. Some of you could also be dealing with an earth sign with the Queen of Pentacles, or another water sign here with the Page of Cups. Let's see what the outcome for the reading is here for you, viewer. Look at this. We have the Sun. That is the happiest card in the deck. This is absolute joy and expansion. This is what's awaiting you after all of this. You're moving towards your happiness, and I'm seeing the correspondence here. Seeing the Eight of Cups, her walking towards the Sun, right? You can see that correspondence here, because in the background there, you can see she's set alight her emotions here. She says, this no longer serves me. I am done. I'm walking away from it. She's walking away from that towards a new beginning, the Sun here. This is absolute happiness and joy. So that's what's awaiting you after all of this. I'm curious about this Eight of Cups, what you'll be walking away from here. What is this Eight of Cups about? What are we walking away from here? What are we no longer investing into? Some of you could have walked away from a water sign. A water sign who is emotionally manipulative, maybe. Moving towards your own happiness, creating your own happiness because you know that you deserve better. Yes, so we have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so this could be an emotional loss of some sort. You could be feeling very sad about this, but you're still cultivating that inner power of being able to push yourself through this. We have the King of Cups coming up. This could be about you moving towards a more emotionally mature space. This could also be you walking away from a water sign, that's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, who was manipulative in the past. Somebody who may have said some very hurtful things to you at some point. Somebody who may have brought you a lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights, difficulties inside of yourself. And we can see how troubled this figure looks in this card. And in the background here, we have waves of emotion just crashing about. This could have been a very emotional situation for you to have dealt with. Something you may have invested a lot of time into, but you're recognizing that your happiness lies elsewhere. This person is no longer worth your time. This could also be a job for some of you. The Three of Pentacles wanted to come out here. But let's get some advice regarding this Hanged Man energy here, because that seems to be the obstacle here. What is this Hanged Man about, or the advice here? Interesting. So for some of you, I'm getting, we have the Three of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wands. So for some of you, I'm getting this could have been a third-party situation that you may have found out about through a text message through someone. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case for you. Because the Knight of Wands is very player-like energy to me. But this could also simply be about you looking at things from a different perspective and seeing that instead of focusing on other people, with the Three of Cups, maybe friendships, this is about likely focusing on yourself, or this could very well be about you igniting your passions again. Three of Cups is about celebration, about friendship, so this could be the need for you to surround yourself with these people who ignite that fire inside of you, who make you feel happy and joyous and expansive, people who you can surround yourself that give you energy, not take away from you. So this could be about looking at that, no longer sacrificing connections. This is a really interesting message that I'm getting, but for someone out there, there may have been a situation where your partner was so manipulative that they didn't let you go out and have fun with your friends. They kept you all to themselves, and they simply didn't want to see you happy with others. That's a very specific message for someone out there. But this is about having fun, about being joyous and expansive, about no longer stagnating, right? The hanged man is very stagnant energy, and it appears as though she can't move, but clearly she's the one that's holding herself up with that piece of cloth. I'm not sure how else to refer to that. She's holding onto her own legs, kind of just lay, not exactly laying there, but hanging there, right? So this could be about connections that simply didn't invest as much energy as you did, right? And so this could be about messaging a person about this. I'm getting a sense of hope from looking at these cards too. I'm just noticing the stars and the Three of Cups. This is about maintaining hope for something better, something much more passionate to come in. This is about forward movement. For some of you, this could be travel. Maybe some of you have been wondering if you should travel, maybe move locations. Because we do have the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Wands also could speak of travel. But there's going to be some sort of revelation here with the Judgment card. You're not seeing it yet. It's going to be a revelation. If you're dealing with the person, this could likely be revelation for them, a reckoning, so to speak, of their past events, like the past things that they have done, the karma that has caught up to them eventually, and that they'll be able to see things clearly. This could also be you, however, being liberated from this situation, finally freeing yourself, and really just stepping into this happy, expansive energy of the sun, absolute beauty and joy. That's beautiful. I feel like there's some other message here that's wanting to come out. I do have, oh, that's interesting. So for the advice I had pulled around this, I'm seeing this is, oh wow, look at this. So I'm being told to pull from the bottom of the deck here. We have the Ace of Cups. This is new love coming in. This is you getting the attention you deserve, you overcoming the difficulties and moving forward with your life. Queen of Wands. This is kind of the feeling that I was getting with the Queen of Pentacles, but I didn't say that, about being confident and self-assured. Somebody who's expansive and joyous. The Queen of Wands is, in a sense, the female CEO of the deck. She knows herself, she knows her worth, and she bows to no one. That isn't to say that she is egoic, because that would be a very that would be the shadow aspect of her, of course. But this is about her knowing her worth and knowing what connections are worth her time and what is not. And this is some Lionsgate energy coming through as well with the Strength card here, the sign of Leo. Some of you could be dealing with the Leo, or perhaps you are a Leo. However, this is about you cultivating a great deal of inner strength from this, right? Be fearless and bold and claiming your independence here, right? So this is a really interesting message about looking at lack mentality. You're going to come out of this. There's going to be a sense of expansion and growth after you walk away from a situation that no longer served you, from a person that could have likely been very manipulative. But at the end of it all, there's nothing but happiness and joy coming into your life, which is absolutely fantastic. So with that being said, viewer, I simply want to thank you for being here today. I hope you found some value in this reading. If you enjoyed this content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care.